welcome to New Vision TV. I'm Lydia Lakwonyero, and these are the headlines. CPC discusses women empowerment, and gonorrhea haunts Mbale schools. You are wrong, court tells UK's Boris Johnson. And in a special report, why can't the mess in the border industry be sorted once and for all? Creating an engaging discussion about young women with disabilities, and empowering women members of parliament on gender-related issues are some of the views that women parliamentarians have shared for effective legislation in the 21st century. We have that report.
From yesterday, we've been really looking at the issues of, empowerment of women. And as you see, for me, empowerment of women is key. And as a woman, as you can see, I'm a woman legislator with a disability. I champion issues of women and girls with disabilities in Kenya, where I come from. I'm actually a member of parliament, specially elected to represent persons with disabilities in parliament. And therefore, for me, I'm here basically to really look at also where, how are disability issues addressed at these critical, conference. And I'm noticing that, we are talking disability issues, and we really need to really go further around disability issues. I think generally disability issues have not really been given that much attention.
This view was shared by Lisa Camera, an MP for Disability Group CAR in the UK Parliament. She says if the disability issue among women leaders is not discussed, then this reduces their self-esteem.
Where young people with disabilities, males and females, have access to an internship programme to get the first step on the ladder to come into Parliament. I think it's so important. Often it's not about becoming a parliamentarian straight away, it's getting that first step. And people with disabilities have so many more challenges than other people that we need to give them that first step. So please, let's take the disability agenda forward to CWP. And have entirely dedicated my parliamentary career to the disability group so far.
Malawi Member of Parliament Esther Mcheka Chileje says for women to be empowered, the new leaders need to be oriented on the programs of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association so that they add their voice to championing these ideas forward.
The issue of empowerment of members of parliament, women members of parliament, especially new cohorts. And at this point, I'm looking at Malawi. We just had an election. South Africa have just had an election. And Mozambique will just be having an election soon. For the CPW to ensure that they have these capacity building courses targeting newly elected members of parliament. This is a recommendation, because there will be new members of parliament coming that have no clue what they're supposed to do. And if we can tap the experiences of the ones that have retained their position and to share with these new cohorts of members of parliament, I think we can improve the deliberations in our assemblies. Because what I noticed is that the new members of parliament, oftentimes it's in the second or third year that they are now able to stand up and contribute, because they're shy, they're scared to make mistakes. But if we can build the confidence right at the beginning of their term, and so I would like to recommend that the CWP come up with deliberate courses to targeting newly elected members of parliament.
The women parliamentarians also deliberated on how they can focus to end bullying and harassment from the opposite sex and fellow women in parliament.
And a total of 218 teenagers in 19 schools in Mbale district were found to be suffering from the sexually transmitted disease gonorrhea. 30 of these cases have been catalogued as very critical, according to the Forum for African Women Educationists, FAWE. We have this report.
For over 2 weeks, FAWE has been conducting sexual and reproductive health awareness in Mbale. They reached over 4,000 teenagers between the ages of 13 and 19 in 19 schools in Mbale district. FAWE project officer Jacqueline Nafuna says their interaction with the teenage community in the age group revealed that they were engaged in early unprotected sex. She says about 207 girls were found to be haunted with abnormal vaginal discharge, saying another 191 teenagers have grave urinary tract infections. She regretfully noted that teenagers were found rotting away with infections because they feared to go to health facilities.
And the police in Kibale district are hunting for a Fuso truck driver for allegedly causing a fatal road accident that killed 2 people and injured 30 others. The injured are currently being looked after at the health center in the district. We have more on this report.
David Otabong, the Kabale District Police Commander, identified the suspect as Nicholas Mwesige of Kisojo Village, who was driving a Fuso truck registration number UBA 215C. He said about 50 football fans were aboard the truck by the time the fatal accident occurred, approximately near Kisojo Trading Center along Chibale Hoima Road. He said 2 people died on spot and over 30 were rushed to different health facilities in critical condition. Joseph Turinawe, an eyewitness, said the driver failed to negotiate a sharp corner, leading to loss of control, hitting the truck by the roadside.
And Rock High School in the center of Tororo town along Uhuru Road now faces eviction, a development which has left the school administration, students, parents and district leaders in panic mode. And now with the details.
The school that initially hosted Rock Hotel has been in existence for over 45 years without any land dispute until last year when a private owner showed up. This is after the Solicitor General recommended to government through the Ministry of Education and Sports to surrender ownership of land hosting the school with a population of about 3,000 students to a private developer. Emma Bakame is seeking to evict the school from its current location, and court has told government to defend the land ownership within 15 days.
And the police personnel in East Kyoga have been warned against shooting at learners during riots in schools. Maxwell Ogwal, the East Kyoga police commander, said it's unprofessional for police officers to use guns and live ammunition to shoot students or pupils at school. We have the full story.
Ogwal was passing out about 131 general duties police officers and field force unit personnel who have been undergoing a 2-week refresher training on public order management ahead of the 2021 general elections. The police officers underwent training at Pioneer Primary School in Soreti Town but were taken to Olilim Counter-Terrorism Police Training School for practical and pass out on Monday. He said police officers should be careful and should protect human rights whenever they go to schools to fight riots. The commander said police officers should use the right methods of arresting people, not jacking.
And that was the news from around Uganda. We will have a break, and when we return, we'll be looking at news from around the world. Don't forget, we have a special report.